morning, Miss Putri. Good morning, friends. I'm Saya Agara, and I will be the moderator for our meeting today. Our agenda for today is to continue last week activities, which is the individual video presentation. Similar to the previous meeting, today we have 8 presenters who will present their assignments. They are Wulan Sari, Nadia Rizky Putri, Didana Musyafa, Siti Nur Aisyah, Muhammad Fauzan, Grace Tasya, and Nesya Ayu Dumianti. And for the audience, please pay attention to our friends who are presenting, because at the end of each presentation, there will be a session for those who want to ask questions or give comments to the presenter. All right, let's start our activity. For the presenters, please turn on your camera. And the first presenter for today is Wulan Sari. Are you ready, Wulan?
I'm ready, moderator.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity with our GeoGS moderator today, and let me share my screen. Okay, is anyone missing my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, nice to meet you again. And how are you today? I hope you all in a good condition, yeah? And with me again, Miss Wulan from Matematika Education Department in State University of Jakarta. And today, we will study new chapter about system of linear equation with 3 variables. Are you ready, guys? And you must be ready, yes? Like usual, my class have a classroom rules. First, listen to the teacher, raise your hand to speak. Now let's be honest and try your best in your study. So, prepare your book and stationery. And then, before starting the lesson, is anyone absent today? Oh, all present, yes, Alhamdulillah. And now it's time for us to learn. By the end of this material, we have learning goals. First, demonstrate an attitude of discipline and cooperation in completing tasks in a group and individually well. Analyze a system of 3 variable linear equation from a contextual problem appropriately, and solve contextual problem related to system of linear equation of 3 variable using appropriate procedure. So, give attention to this material, yeah? Do you remember? X minus 2y equal minus 2, 7x minus 3y equal 19, and what is the solution? X, y to the system of equation above. Yes, this is system of linear equation with 2 variables that you have learned in junior high school. Correct me if I'm wrong, yeah? We solved this question by substitute method. But now, we not talk about this equation again. Now, we will talk about a system of linear equation with 3 variables. This is like a continuation, the system of linear equation with the variable, because the solution method is the same. It's just that there are 3 variables. Even the example below, the variable consists of x, y, and z. Let's try this problem. So the question is find a solution to the following system: x minus 2 added by z equal 9. That's for equation 1. And minus x added by 3y minus z equal minus 6. And 2x minus 5y added by 5z equal minus 7 equal 17. The solution is there will always be several choices as to where to begin, but the most obvious first steps here is to eliminate x by adding equation 1 and 2. Okay, by adding equation 1 and 2, we get the equation for y plus 2z equal with 3. The second step is multiplying equation 1 by minus 2 and adding the result to equation 3. This two step will eliminate the variable x, so we get the new equation is minus y minus z equal minus 1. In equation 4 and 5, we have created a new 2 by 2 system. We can solve for z by adding the two equations. Then we get the value of z is 2. Using one equation from each new system, we obtain the upper triangular form is equation 1 is x minus y added by 3z equal 9. And in the equation 4, 1 y added by 2z equal with 3, and in equation 6 is z equal 2. Next, we back substitute z equal 2 into equation 4 and solve for y. Then we get the value of y is minus 1. Finally, we can back substitute z equal 2 and y equal minus 1 into equation 1. This will yield the solution for x. Then we get the value of x is 1. So the solution is the order triple, 1 for x minus 1 for y, and 2 for z. I think that's enough for me. Do you have any question? No? Even now, I want to end the session. If you have any question, feel free to ask me by chat or anything. Okay, thank you for your attention. Don't forget to keep your study, keep your spirit, and take care of your healthy. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.
Okay, that's video. This presentation video for me. If anyone have any advice or question, please raise your hand. Okay, Liliana, please.
Okay, Bulan. When explaining the solution of the system linear equation of three variables, maybe it will be better if the process of working on it writing down instead of appearing one by one, so the student could know and understand where this resulting equation came from. Maybe this could be equation of why you didn't use the whiteboard to explain the material. That's all from me. Thank you, Wulan.
Okay, thank you, Miliana, for the advice and for the question. I had a problem. I had a trouble to setting the right lighting at the home, so I finally decided to complete this task. That's in this way. Maybe I will try to find a solution for this problem. Thank you, Melly. Next, Devina.
Okay, Wulan, I wanna give a comment to you. You said that you record the video at different times, right? I don't think that's wrong, but from your video, it feels very up and down in mood and enthusiasm to explain it. I don't know if this important or not, but next time maybe you also need to pay attention to this. But I appreciate your work. Thank you, Wulan.
Okay, thank you, Devina, for your suggestion. Whatever your opinion, I appreciate it. And I will pay attention next time about it. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I think enough for advice and question for me. Thank you for your attention, and I'll give back to the moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Wulan, for the presentation and for the audience thank you for the audience who give comments or question for Wulan. And the next presenter is Nadia Rizky Putri. Are you ready, Nadia?
Sorry, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead, Nadia.
Okay, first, thank you for the opportunity to present my video, and let me share my video.
Assalamualaikum. Good morning, everyone. Everyone, take your seat and be quiet, okay? Because we won't start our class before everyone take your own seat and listen to me. Great, thank you, everyone. How are you today? Did everyone enjoy your holiday? Yeah? Great! I'm really glad that everyone enjoy your own holiday. So first let me introduce myself. My name is Nadia Rizka Putri and everyone can call me Miss Nadia. And from today I will be your mathematics teacher for this year. So did anyone know what we're gonna learn today? Ratio? Correct. Today we're gonna learn about ratio. But first, what is ratio? Ratio is a comparison of two quantities, which can be size or the number of objects. Ratio can be written as A to B or A over B with B cannot be 0. Remember, B cannot be 0. If Miss have one spidol and two pen, what is the ratio of spidol and pen that Miss have? 1 to 2, correct. So how we write them? It's 1 to 2 or 1 over 2. Great. Ratio can be written in their simplest form, meaning comparison are made as small as possible. So for example, there is 2 to 6. What is the simple form of 2 to 6? So how we make them become their simple form is by divide them by the same factor. So what the same factor that 2 and 6 have? 2, correct. So 2 divided by 2 equals to 1. And 6 divided by 2 equals to 3. So 1, 2, 3. So the simple form of 2 to 6 equals to 1, 2, 3. Great job everyone. Okay, next. Two ratio are set equivalent if the value of two ratio are equal. So we can write it as A to B equals to C to D, or A over B equals to C over D. Okay, for example, open your book, page 15, exercise 1, number 2. Done? Great. So, Lina has a rabbit farm. She needs to give 60 grams of food to one rabbit. So, how much food should be given to 5 rabbits? Okay, first the ratio of one rabbit to food is 1 over 60. So, next the ratio of 5 rabbits to food is 5 over food. Why? Because we still doesn't know how much food is. So we can say that 1 over 60 are equal to 5 over food. So if one rabbit become 5 rabbit, means that it become 5 times bigger, right? So if the rabbit become 5 times bigger, the food, so the food are 60 times 5. So what is 60 times 5? 300, correct. So how much food should be given to 5 rabbits? 300, great. Any question? No? Okay, I will take that everyone understand. Now I will give you guys some question for your practice. Do that in your notebook. I will give you 10 minutes to finish them, and when you're done, give them to me. Time's up. Did everyone done? Great. I'm really proud of you guys because you really did a great job today. And now it's 5 times before the bells ring. Is there anyone who want to ask before we end this class? No? Okay, it's tidy up time. And I will continue this material next week. So see you guys in the next class. Assalamualaikum.
Okay, that is the end of my video. Is there anyone who want to ask or give some advice to me? Okay, in my screen, the first one is Natsma.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. I really appreciate your video presentation. And I have a question. And the question is, why don't you discuss the inverse ratio even though it is in the material? That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Najma. So why I didn't discuss inverse ratio in this video is because there is a limit time of duration for this discussion. And because of that, at the end of the video, I also have explained that I will continue this material in the next course. That's all. Thank you, Najma. Next, there is Cory.
Okay, first of all, thank you for your great presentation, Nadia. I just want to give a comment. I think there is something that I noticed, like your pronunciation, equal. Sometimes you say it equal, and sometimes you said equal, like that. And I think that's not consistent.
Okay, thank you, Cory, for your comment. Yes, I realize my lack of consistency regarding the pronunciation of the word equal, and I will remember it and improve it in the future. And thank you so much for reminding me. Okay, I think that's all for my Q&A season, and I will give it back to the moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nadia, for the presentation, and thank you, Cory and Najma, for the comments. Next presenter is Zidan. Are you ready, Zidan?
Okay, I'm ready.
Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Fariha. I will show my video. Okay, I will play first.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Can you hear the video? The sound?
Yes, Zidan, I can hear your video.
Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Alhamdulillah. I hope you are well. Let me introduce myself. My name is Zidane Mustafa Disman Putra, or you can call me Mr. Zidan. I'm your new math teacher, and I will teach you this year. And I have got 4 lessons for each week. Wait. Who isn't here today? Albedo, what's wrong with him today? Oh, he has fever. Okay, I hope he will get well soon. Okay, is everybody ready to start? Sorry, we will not start until everyone is quiet. Okay, I think we can start now. Let's begin. Pay attention, everybody. Okay, what we will learn now, we will learn about how to finding limits algebraically. We can find this with 3 techniques. The first is with substitution. Next, with factorization. And the last, you can find with rationalize the numerator. Okay, the first one is substitution method. So, I want to give you one example. If we have limits of x approaches to of x is added to 2, we can plug 2 in the term to substitute x. So we can write 2 is added to 2. So just calculate. So the answer is 4. We must to write this methods, this technique is on limits problem, but if we have like this, limits of x is approaches 0 of 1 is divided by x. If we substitute, we have 1 is divided by 0. This is undefined. So the limit doesn't exist. And if we have limit of x is approaches 1 of x is subtracted by 1 divided by the square of x is subtracted by 1. We can substitute, so we can write 1 is subtracted by 1 is divided by a square of 1 is subtracted by 1. So, but we have 1 and 0, yes, is divided by 0. This is undeterminate. This is undeterminate form. We must to move to other techniques to find this. So the next step is with factorization. Wait, Rahman, please come in. We have started from 5 minutes ago. What have you been doing? Okay, you can sit down and please don't let it happen again. Let's continue our lesson. So the third technique is rationalize the numerator. I give you an example. If we substitute this, we get this is limit of x approaches negative 1 of the square root of x is added to 5. That is subtracted by 2. That is divided by x is added by 1. So we get negative of 1 is added by 5 is subtracted by 2. Next, negative of 1 is added by 1. So we have square root of 4 is subtracted by 2. This is 0. And we get 0 is divided by 0. This is indeterminate form. So we must do using rationalization. So we must do multiply the function. So like this. This is same form with the part that have radical expression, but in this part, this is inverse. So if this is negative, this must be positive, and if this is positive, this must be negative. So next, we will simplify. So we have this x is added by 5 is subtracted by 4, and this x okay, like this, and this is 5 is subtracted by 4 is x is added by 1. So we can divide this first. So next we can write limit of x is approaches to negative 1 of 1 is divided by the square root of x is added to 5 is subtracted by 2. So we can substitute. So we have 1 is divided by negative of 1 is added by 5 is subtracted by 2. This is 4, and the square root of 4 is 2. 2 is we have 2. 2 is divided is subtracted by 2 is 0. Now, but we have 1 is divided by 0. This is undefined. So we can conclude that this is not exist. Okay, do you follow me? Sulaiman, what do you know about how to finding limits algebraically? Good. That is really very kind of you. Okay, now please do this exercise. Do it on your book. There is a bell. It is time to stop. So we have run out of time, so we will continue next lesson. See you tomorrow. Please try not to make any noise as you leave. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you. Before I will give to chance to give comments or question, but I think I have some errors in. I think there is errors in editing. So apa ya? There are one parts that skip. Ada part yang nggak kemasuk ternyata baru kelihatan sekarang. Okay. Next, anyone want to give a question or comments? Okay. First, Devina, go ahead.
Okay, Jidan, thank you. First, you should not focus on the whiteboard. Maybe you can write the question of example first and then explain the answer the question together with the student. And as you say before, you didn't explain the second method, even though you said you will explain that method. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Devina. In this part, yes, this is the skipped apa ya, bagian yang keskipnya ada di sini. Thank you for your comments, Devina. Next, Tania.
Okay, thank you Zidan for your presentation, but I want to give a comment to your video. Your presentation is very good and structured, but I think you look like memorize the text, so it's kind of unnatural for teaching. Thank you Zidan.
Okay, thank you, Tania. I have a script, but I think yes, I'm looks like memorize the text. Tapi sebenarnya agak spontan juga sih. Okay, but thank you for your your comments, Tania. Okay, thank you. Next, I will give back to Fariha.
Okay, thank you, Jidan, for the presentation, and thank you, Devina and Tahmiyah, for the comments. Okay, next presenter is Siti Nur Aisyah. Are you ready, guys?
Ready, Fariha.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Fariha. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So yeah, I will present my video about permutation. Oh wait, there's some.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. So, how are you today? Okay, good. Today you will learn about permutation with me, Miss Aisyah. Okay, is anyone absent today? Alright, if not, let's start our lesson by praying together. Pray start. Finish. Okay, let's just start the lesson today. Everyone, please pay attention when I'm explaining this material, and if there is something you don't understand, please ask by raising your hand first, okay? Okay, The first thing we will learn is a meaning of permutation. So, what is permutation? Permutation is arrangement of outcome in which the other doesn't matter. Okay? Is arrangement of outcome in which the other doesn't matter. Okay. Example. Karina is painting her bedroom. Okay? She has orange, green, blue, and purple paint. Okay, she plans to use one color as a base coat and the stencil a design with another color. So, how many different ways can she do this? Okay, in this situation, the order of outcome is important. Why? Because one color is paint on top of the other, and yeah, this situation is involve permutation. So, there are 12 different ways for Karina to paint her room. Okay, the next is permutation formula. So, in the permutation formula, we will use factorials calculation. So, what is factorials? The factorials of a number is the product of the number and all the natural number less than the number. Okay? Factorials can be used to find the number of permutation that can be made from a set of choices. The permutation symbol or formulas can be written like this, can be right or left. The only difference is the position of n. Okay, the number of permutation of r objects from a set of n object is n factorials divided by n minus r factorials. Example, a club will choose a president, a vice president, and a secretary. From a list of 10 people, how many ways can the club choose the 3 officers? So yeah, the position that each person takes matters. So the situation involves permutation. Alright. Okay, you can think like this. There are 10 people and the club will choose of 3 of them. So yeah, the number of permutation of 3 objects from a set of 10 objects is 10 factorial divided by 10 minus 3 factorial, which is equal to 10 factorial divided by 7 factorial, which is equal to 720. Alright, 220. Okay. Until now, is there anything you want to ask? Or is there anything you don't understand? Okay, if no, we will continue to next question. Okay, next question. How many ways can a committee of 4 people be chosen from a group of 12 people? Okay, you can see in this situation, the order is not important. So, we don't use permutation. So, we will discuss at the next meeting to answer this question, yeah. Okay, before it's finished, is there anything else you would like to ask? Okay, if not, I will conclude today's lesson, and hopefully what has been present today can be well understood by all of you. And don't forget to practice more to get used to it. And let's end our lesson by praying together. Pray start. Okay, finish. Always take care of your health and stay motivated. And see you again next week. Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, that's all my video. So maybe anyone to ask or give a comment. Okay, Halimah.
Okay, thank you, Ais. First of all, thank you, Siti, for your hard work, and the video was good. You did a good job. Allow me to give a comment for you. In the section where you explain the example problem from the permutation formula, you have a slight mispronunciation of 720. You pronounce it 220 and you repeat it twice. The first time you corrected it by saying 720, but the second time you didn't correct it. You still pronounced 220. In my opinion, this may cause confusion for the listener. That's all. Thank you, Siti.
Okay, thank you, Halima, for your comment. And um, to be honest, I didn't realize I said 220, not 720 in the second. And yeah, maybe next time I will be more carefully and more be slowly to say it. Thank you, Halima. Okay, the next is Anissa. Okay, Anissa.
Oke, suara aku kedengaran nggak?
Kedengaran.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ayes. I think the video is very good. I like that your explain it's very expensive. I just want to make a few comments. When the end of your video looks a bit stiff and looks like it's reading the text to your right. But overall, I like your video. Thank you, Ayes.
Okay, thank you, Nisa, for your comment. And yeah, when I'm take a videos, I wrote down some like notes to my reference, and pun buat closingnya, I didn't make it the text for ending. So I was stiff not because I saw some text, but I was thinking about what I want to say in the closing. Kayak closing statementnya itu kayak gimana gitu. So thank you, Nisa, for your comment, and next time I will prepare more be better. Okay. Thank you. Maybe I return back to Fariha.
Okay, thank you, Ais, for the presentation, and Anissa and Halima, thank you too for the comments. Okay, the next presenter is Fauzan.
Yeah, hadir.
Are you ready, Fauzan?
Yes.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, wait a second, everybody. Okay, let's just get started.
Please be prepared, because today we're going to talk about Pythagorean theorem and also the right angle triangle. Okay? Everybody prepared? Then let's get started. This is the right angle triangle. The base, the height, and what is the side? Can anybody tell me what is this side called? Good one. The side is called hypotenuse. The Pythagorean theorem said that c squared equals a squared plus b squared. C is the value of hypotenuse. A and B are the value of the legs. So for A and B, you can place it up to you guys. If you want to place A in here and B in here, that's okay. But what matters is C is the hypotenuse. What for is Pythagorean theorem? Pythagorean theorem is to find what we don't know by what we know with this equation. What if the value of A is 3 and the value of B is 4? And what is the value of the hypotenuse? How do we do it? We can do it with this equation, with Pythagorean theorem. just plug in the value of what we know to this equation. What do we know? This value of A and B is 2 and 4. So let's plug in. Okay, A 3 square, B 4 square, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, and now we got. But we want to get only C, not C squared. So we do square root for both sides. Square root of C squared is C, and square root of 25 is 5. That's totally easy. Divide the value of hypotenuse with Pythagorean theorem. Let's move to another example. Okay, what if what we know is the value of hypotenuse and the length? The value of hypotenuse is 10 and the length is 5. So we need to find the other length. Or we need to find the A. Just plug in the value of what we know to these equations. C is 10. A is what we want to find. And B is 5. Let's do the algebra. 100 A squared plus 25. We need to leave the A squared one on the right side. So we do subtracted both sides with 25. Then we add A squared equals 75. We do again square root of both sides. Okay, we got A equals square root of 75. And that's okay to leave the value in a rational number. Or we can make it A equals 5 times square root of 3. Okay, everyone? That's totally easy to find what we don't know by what we know with Pythagorean theorem. Okay? So I have a worksheet for you guys. Please do the worksheet. And if any of you have a questions, please raise your hand and ask me. Okay? So enough for the Pythagorean theorem, and please do your worksheet.
Okay, that's enough of my video of explaining the Pythagorean theorem. Is any of you guys have questions, comments, or anything? Okay, Zidane.
Okay, thank you for that. I want to ask how to teach application of Pythagorean theorem. The matter is Pythagorean theorem to your student easily.
Okay, so it's a questions, and I will answer it. I think you have to tell the students that the Pythagorean theorem is only for the right angle triangle. And for the first, you have to tell the students every part in right angle triangle, like the hypotenuse and the other two sides, and also the one and only Pythagorean theorem. Or you can make it easily by always saying that hypotenuse is C and the A and B is the other sides. And also the triple Pythagorean. You have to tell them. Okay, that's for me then.
Okay, thank you, Fauzan.
Okay, I think it's only Zidane is have question to my video. So I give it back to moderator.
Okay, thank you, Fauza, for the presentation, and thank you, Jidan, for the comments. And the next presenter is Grace Tasha. Are you ready, Grace?
I'm ready.
Okay, please go ahead, Grace.
Okay. Hello, good morning, Ma'am Puspita Sari, and good morning, everyone. I'm Grispasya Tambunan, and I will show you my project video.
Hello, good morning class. How are you today? I hope you are all doing well. Okay, firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Grace Pasha Tambunan. You may call me Miss Grace. Today, I will talk about line and angles. So, get your pen, open your book, and note down the important things. Okay, beforehand, do you know what are line and angles? Now, a line is a straight feature which does not have an endpoint and extends infinitely in opposite direction. Regarding the definition of a line, the line is an element in mathematics that cannot be interpreted, defined, but can be shown. There are two types of line, namely straight line. A straight line is a path that does not bend or curve. A curved line is a path that changes direction continuously. The next, ray start out at a point and continues off to infinity. We can show that by drawing an arrow at one end of the ray. The next line segment. A line segment is bound by two distinct points on a line. Or we can say a line segment is part of the line that connects two points. Now, angle. When we join two line segments at a single point, an angle is formed. Or we can say an angle is a combination of two line segments at a common endpoint. This common point is called vertex of the angle, and the two line segments are sides of arms of the angle formed. Now, next two types of angle. There are basically 6 types of angle, which are the first, if an angle is less than 19 degrees, then it is called an acute angle. Right? If an angle is exactly at 19 degrees, then it is called right angle. If an angle is more than 19 degrees, then it is called obtuse angle. And the next, if an angle is exactly 118 degrees, then it is called straight angle. And the next, if the angle is more than 118 degrees but less than 217 degrees, it is not as a reflex angle. And the last, 316 degrees angle is called a full angle. Now, angles relationship. The first, complementary angle. The sum of the measures of two angles is 19 degrees. Then second, supplementary angle. The sum of the measures of two angles is 118 degrees. The third, adjacent angle. Adjacent angle have a common vertex and a common arm, but no common interior points. The next, linear pair. A linear pair is a pair of adjacent angle whose non-common sides are opposite rays. The next, vertically opposite angles. When two lines intersect, the vertically opposite angles so formed are equal. Now, next to pairs of lines. The first, intersecting lines. Two lines intersect if they have a point in common. This common point, 0, is their point of intersection. The second, transversal, a line that intersects two or more lines at distinct point is called a transversal. The third, angles made by the transversal. There are different angles formed when the transversal cuts the lines. They are alternative interior angles, some side interior angles, alternative exterior angles, some side exterior angles, and the last, corresponding angles. Transversal of parallel lines. We know that the parallel lines are the lines that do not meet anywhere. Transversal of parallel lines give rise to quite interesting results. Now, let's look at some questions. The first, an angle is greater than 45 degrees. Is its complementary angle greater than 45 degrees or equal to 45 degrees or less than 45 degrees? What the answer? We know that complementary angles add up to 19 degrees. Let theta and 19 degrees minus theta be the complementary angles. If theta equals 45 degrees, then the other angle will be 19 degrees minus theta equals 19 degrees minus 45 degrees equals 45 degrees. If theta greater than 45 degrees, the other angle cannot be 45 degrees. Now, consider theta greater than 45 degrees multiplying by minus 1 on both sides minus theta less than minus 45 degrees. Adding 19 degrees on both sides, 19 degrees minus theta less than 19 degrees minus 45 degrees. 19 degrees minus theta less than 45 degrees. Therefore, if one angle is greater than 45 degrees, its complementary angle must be less than 45 degrees. Now, next to question 2. Find the value of angle A and angle B if angle A equals 4x and angle B equals 6x are adjacent angle and they form a straight line. So, for the second answer, I will give it for you to do yourself at home. Now, I guess enough for today. Don't forget to do your homework, and if you have any question, you can send a private message to me. Thank you for today. Good luck and see you, class.
Okay, thank you for watching. If you all have comments or question, please raise hand. Okay, Madia.
Okay. Previously, I really appreciate you guys for making a pretty good video. So here I want to give a few comments regarding Grace movements, which still look like she is reading text. I think in the future, Grace can pay more attention to this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Madia, for your positive feedback. I appreciate it. I take note of your comment about my movements resembling reading from a script. I will definitely work on making them appear more natural and less scripted future presentation. Okay, next to Anissa. I think the video is quite good, but I noticed there are some parts where you might forget the text, so it looks like you haven't mastered the material. Thank you. Uh, okay. I realized this mistake, but in the video, I have tried to show the best. And thank you for your comment, Nisa. Okay, I think that's enough for my practice video. I will now return in to Fariha.
Okay, thank you, Grace, for the presentation, and thank you, Nisa and Nadia, for the comments. And the last presentation and the last presenter is Nisa Ayu. Are you ready, Nisa?
I'm ready, Fariha.
Okay, please go ahead, Nisa.
Okay, wait a second.
Hi guys, how are you today? I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Miss Nisha. I will be your mathematics teacher this year. Okay, if you have any question, or you need help, please raise your hand. Okay, it's time to register. Oh, all students in here. Good job. Okay, let's start to the lesson. Today we will learn about division polynomial using a Horner method. Before we move on to Horner method, let's get to know the division algorithm. Please open your book and you can see that we have the division algorithm for the number. That is 7 divided by 4. And we can write it like 7 equals to 4 multiplied by 1, and the product is added to 3. How about in polynomials? It's same. That is fx, like polynomial or is same as 7, equals to px, equal to px, that is divisor like 4. And then xx is a quotient like 1, and sx is the remainder like 3. Okay, how do we know about quotient and the remainder? That's why we learn about Horner method, because it can find the quotient and the remainder. Okay, now please make a group with your chairmate, and I will let you express your understanding from reading the book. Please reading the example, and I need the volunteer to present in front of the class. Thank you for your presentation, and I will give some confirmation about the example in here. Like the example said that this polynomial divided by x plus 3. And step 1, we can write down coefficient and constant in the line like this. And then the divisor like x plus 3. In this example, we use the one kind of the divisor like that is x minus c, and we can change x plus 3 to be x minus c, and we get that x minus 3, and c is equal to minus 3, and then we can just put minus 3 in here. And step 2, we can see the two arrow and down arrow is sum, and right up arrow is multiplied by minus 3. And if we calculate this, and we get 25, that is the remainder, and 2 multiplied by x squared plus x minus 8 is the quotient. Okay, let's continue. In the book we have one exercise, and I need one volunteer to answer this exercise. That is x to the power 4 plus 4 divided by x plus 1. And to avoid some errors, I will give you some hints, like we get the coefficient x to the power 4 is 1 and constant is 4 too. But if you write down 1 and 4 in corner method is wrong. The correct way is you write down 1, 0, 0, 0, and 4. And 0 from what? 0 is from the coefficient of x to the power 3, x squared, and x. Then you can calculate this. Minus 1 is from like x plus 3 like this. We can change x plus 1 to be x minus c, and c is equals to minus 1. Okay, our answer is correct. The remainder is 5, and the quotient is x to the power of 3 minus x squared plus x minus 1. Actually, we have two more kind of the divisor, but I ask you to read the book and do exercise. And I will give you some of homework. There is 2 problems. You can do it in group, and please collect it in the next meeting. Okay, since we have run out of time, thank you for today. Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.
Yes, that is my teaching video. There is any question for me from me? Okay, in my screen, the first is Najma. You can go ahead. Okay, thank you, Nisha. First of all, I really appreciate your video presentation. I just have suggestion for you. And my suggestion is maybe you can be more expressive and more confident when you're teaching. So your voice will sound firm and clear because I kind of misheard at this some part. That's all, Nisha. Good job. Okay, thank you, Nashima, for the suggestion. Yes, I realized that I was too focused on the whiteboard that because I was nervous while recording the video. So my expression and my focus were split, and I will try harder in the future to fix it. And for the less emphatic pronunciation or more understanding pronunciation, I realized that I'm often like that. So I will try to be more confident pronunciation some English words. Thank you, Nashin, for suggesting. Okay, next is Bintang. You can go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Nisha, for presentation. Comments for Nisha are the video or method of deleting the material is very fast, as is the way the teacher explains the material of listen to his studies. Great, Nisha. However, there is still a bit of criticism from me, namely when writing the submaterial that will be explained. If possible, when explaining it or testing the submaterial, Nisa, so that for those who are taught it is easier to understand the concept of the submaterial, especially for students.
Okay, Bintang, thank you for your comment and suggestion. And yes, I will try to write this material clearly so that the student can understand what is being explained. So that's it from me. Then next is Aisha. You can go ahead.
Okay, first of all, I want to appreciate that your video is quite good, but the text on the video is not visible. Maybe next time it can be improved to make it better. And also, I have one question for you. You told the students to make a group from the beginning, and then when you gave the exercise, you also did it in a group. So my question is, why did you choose to make it a group? If it's a group, it's possible that only one person is doing it. So it could be that the other one is not understanding. So how do you make sure that doesn't happen? Even though you ask them to do their assignment in group? Thank you, Nisha.
Okay, thank you, Aisha, for your question. Why did I make it into groups? Because this material is new, so I asked them to observe the steps that might be involved in this division. Previously, they had learned division in stage way atau pembagian cara bersusun. And now this division method is the easy way. And then I'll be their guide. If they don't understand, I'll explain. As for why I asked them to work in group is new because it is new material. When doing this division, there must be some mistakes or miscalculation or misplacements. So I want them to work together to be equally accurate. And sorry for the shortcoming in terms of writing that is not clear or visible on the camera. Yeah, this is for me. I think it's enough for me. I will give it back to moderator.
Okay, Nisha, thank you for the presentation. Thank you, Aisa, Bintang, and Najma for the comments. With this, we have reached the end of our activities today. Thank you to everyone who has contributed, whether through presentation, question, or discussion. I hope today has been valuable for all of us. Don't forget to take care of your health. That's all from me. As the moderator for today, I apologize for any shortcoming. I return it to Ms. Pickett. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for all the presenters. I would like to give special thanks to all the students who participate to become the moderator during our presentation meetings. Thank you very much. And also for the person in charge, Zidan, for organizing our presentation meetings for the last few weeks. So I hope that you can keep practicing, keep improving your English skill, especially your presentation skill, your teaching skills in English, because I hope that in the future you'll be able to take part as teachers in international school. So I hope that this course will be beneficial for you to keep you motivated to improve and practice your English. Okay. I heard from Zidan that there is still one student who haven't submitted the video of the teaching practice. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, Fauzan, are you going to submit the video to me before, what is it? Because I have to submit your score for this course into the Akad. Where is Fauzan? Are you here, Fauzan?
I think he is not here.
Mm-hmm. So the video that he presented to us was about Pythagorean theorem. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So if you have another video, Fauzan, you can submit to me. Share the link to Zidan so that Zidan could share the link to me. Okay. All right. So I wish you good luck for everything in the future. Thank you very much for all your participation and see you in the next semester. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
You're
ma'am.
welcome.